My name is Caroline Mwangi. I am the HR Director for Schneider Electric East Africa. So East Africa comprises of Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, and Ethiopia. But we support like 10 countries in the greater East African region from Kenya. It's been an interesting one. So my background is in IT. So I have a Bachelor's of Science, bachelor's degree in IT, a BSc in IT, but I have never worked in IT. So I think my 8-year-old is better in IT than I am, I kid you not. So I moved to people. I am just so passionate about people. I love impacting people. I love having conversations with people. And my first ever job was a PA to an amazing gentleman, Mr. Moyes, in motor sector. So he did not have a HR department. And I told him I'll put together a HR department for him. So I went to the internet and I Googled. I approached people on LinkedIn. I got mentors who guided me and told me what HR is all about. And I put together a HR department, a personnel department then, because it was basically putting together files, making sure we have basic policies. And when Mr. Moyes saw the passion that I had, he sponsored me to IPM, which is now IHRM, to go and do my higher national diploma in HR. So from then I have gone on to do an MBA. I'm a certified coach as well, organ assessing coach. So it's an area that I have really invested in myself in growing because I'm passionate about it. There's so many achievements that I can think about because it's been quite a number of years, maybe over 17 years. That makes me sound very old, but there's so many achievements. But notable, when I worked in the logistics company, we had a challenge getting early careers in the system. So we introduced what was known and still continues today as a management trainee program. And we were recruiting from East Africa. So we had recruitment drives, go to all of the universities across East Africa doing recruitment drives. And I'm very proud today because like 80% of the young people who joined that program today, it was a 2-year program, today are leaders in their own areas, in different areas, and they are managers. And today when we meet, I'm very proud to see that that's the first program we ever did, and today they're making a change in society. The second one, I'll speak about a recent achievement. So it's a work in progress, it's an ongoing achievement. So Schneider acquired family-owned business 6 years ago, and we never really went through a proper culture transformation process, which is very important if you're merging companies. So we embarked on a culture transformation journey, and I can tell you in terms of engagement, in terms of collaboration, in terms of even employer branding, we have moved so much in the last maybe 12 months. We are not where we were. So that is a notable achievement for me because it has really transformed the organization. One of our KPIs as an organization as well, we call ourselves the most local international company. So wherever we have presence, we want it to be a local multinational. So we have managed to localize our country leadership. Our general manager today is a local, and on top of that, a lady leader. So for me, again, that's a big achievement. So one is be a lifelong learner. Never stop learning, never stop wanting to better yourself. There's also reading books. You see people saying they have read 52 books, and I used to wonder, how do you do that amidst everything else that you're doing? But you come to realize every problem that exists, somebody has written about it. So how are you going to know what solutions are out there if you're not reading? How are you going to know how to better yourself if you're not reading? So one is be a lifelong learner. Read, 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 read. 2 would be give a hand up, mentor other people, because I'm sure it took quite a number of people to get you to where you are. So as a leader, be willing to always give a hand up to other ladies. Never shy away from claiming your achievements. That's something that I don't know whether it's nurture. In our context, we are taught to be modest, so we don't want to scream about what we have achieved. Do not shy away from claiming your achievements, because if you don't, promotions and things will just bypass you, because there are people who are better at verbalizing what they have done, and you could actually be doing more. But the fact that you're not talking about it, nobody knows what you're doing. So do not be scared to verbalize, to claim your achievements. Another one that I would want to add is asking for help. So as ladies sometimes, and especially sometimes, you might find yourself in a very male-dominated environment. You feel the pressure to want to prove that you know what you're doing. Ask for help. And I keep telling people when I'm having meetings or when I'm interacting with people, there's no foolish question. Because you ask, that's how you get to learn. If you don't ask, you'll never get to know. I think for me, SMLP, the journey was very interesting. It was unlike many others because we were the first pandemic cohort. So we were doing it different, and I think it was different and challenging and good at the same time because the world was also shifting in the new ways of working and all that. So it taught us resilience. We had to be very resilient, and it also taught us to be very patient with ourselves and with others, because the first 3 modules we had to do them virtually. It did not help my case because I was a class president. That meant I had to work extra hard to make sure that people were connecting, people were talking, people were communicating, people were showing up in class. And all said and done, we have managed to get I personally have managed to get very good networks from my cohort and good friendships. There are people I know I can call today and they'll pick up the phone, and I met them in SMLP. And a lot of the things that I am applying today at work are from SMLP program. Why I'm running the current program that I'm running at work is because I chose to run with it as my SMLP project. So it sort of held me accountable. I could not procrastinate. It needed to run, it needed to move, so I needed to align with the stakeholders. I needed to get support. I needed to get the sponsorship of the senior leadership. And that, all the confidence to do all that came from SMLP.